Everything I'm about to say on this video is absolutely false. None of it is based in truth. These are fictional account from a fictitious character by the name of Damn Fool because he feels like his life has been cursed. Okay, man. I must have been spitting some flames because the phone turned around and told me I was unable to record until it cooled off. So, you know what I'm saying? But, I was having problems getting to what I'm trying to say anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's so off the wall. But, I'll just put it on your mind, for the stalkers and shit talkers, as well as the family and friends, you know what I'm saying, who, may want to know what it feel like to go inside the mind. I couldn't express to you what it feel like. But I will tell you this. If you was to look at the conspiracy theories, right? All the conspiracy theories were, about Hollywood. You would hear a lot about, the homosexuality of black men getting on, having to do homosexual acts or rituals or what have you. And you'll also hear blood sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, have to kill somebody for the beast in order to get on. Man, it's so far outside of my, paradigm. And as I thought, before I realized, how deep, this damn fool chronicle the topic is, and where and how many eyes on me and everything. It makes it super uncomfortable. But before that, I thought it was just fun to watch. Just fun to watch and, play Clue, with your homeboys. And, you think Suge Knight killed Pac? Think Puffy killed Big? And, man, it sure is funny how Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, man. And, so, it's fun to connect dots. And, don't really believe it or not believe it. It's just say, hey, man, if I did hear about this and that, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff is banana. But one thing I can say is it is a small world. You know what I'm saying? And a majority of people that are in the game do have some questionable things happen to, close family members that happen to make media. You know what I'm saying? So being that I'm on a particular frequency, at the time I was on a particular frequency, I would just hear the news and listen. You know what I'm saying? Hear the news and listen. It may become, worthy for topic on a particular type of discussion that you have with another open-minded individual that's even open enough to have those kind of conversations. But for the most part, those are just pretty much dead topics. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows how to care. You know what I'm saying, for those particular type of topics. But it is a lot of that going on. Now, you can say, well, it's a lot of celebrities and it's a lot of access to them. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of social media going on. So, if your nephew get burned up in a house fire, it's pretty common. I mean, so back in the day, we wouldn't know if Marilyn Monroe's nephew got burned in a house fire. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a gossip to go. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a conspiracy YouTube and a numerologist trying to add the numbers to the fucking to the ritual and all this shit. So you didn't have all this going on back then. So it may have always happened. It's just to this point right now. I mean, we know about your sister boyfriend getting a murder case and shit. So it's a little nuts. But when you add those things together, right? And I told you it's always an opposition. You know what I'm saying? It's always a face off, a square off between somebody. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of And a lot of the whispers come around to Hillary in these hidden emails, these hidden files, and you know what I'm saying, being on par with giving blacks rougher sentences and, you know, call them super predators and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? It almost be like, well, I had to sacrifice some blood in order to get, you know, get to where I want to get in life. But it ain't like I ain't gonna try to pass down some good to you. I just had to fuck over a whole lot of people. And my reasoning for it is because they made some mistakes and karma bit them on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, some people had to take that, but a lot of people gonna benefit off of it. And that would be a Hillary Clinton response. Just like if somebody say it's okay to take my loved one in order for me to get famous. It's almost like symbolic. It's like you know, you would have to be tuned into a particular type of frequency to understand how I put those things together. But the same mentality means the same thing. Just one have the whole country at stake, and the other have doing anything for a career at stake. One do anything to be president, one do anything for a career. One do anything to be a politician, one do anything for a career. But both of them is you know, a give and take mentality, I would say. Now you get somebody that's not a politician and don't have a reputation for, you know, doing dirty business with elites and have the exterior of building himself into an elite himself. You know what I'm saying? Being an every man's man. You know what I'm saying? Then you would almost, but he say a bunch of stupid shit all the time, right? You could almost say that about the average motherfucker that want the country to be a better place, that's in one of these conscious community, quote unquote, camps or places or whatever. They just want the country to work better for everybody as a whole. Like myself, you know what I'm saying? You can pull one of these cats and the same thing he believe in, the same thing he preaching on the exterior looks just like what Trump is doing. You understand what I'm saying? So you can almost say my black ass is walking around here, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the ideologies of a Donald Trump. Even though while I'm on the ground, I'm looking at Trump, and you got all this stimulus around. I never looked at, for one, I ain't take it serious, no way. What I'm about to tell you is, you know, I felt like this about both contestants at different times. But I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, in the position that I'm in, I'm almost like a Trumpish type of figure in that particular stage. You know what I'm saying? And my opposition is the Hillary type. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of underground corrupt shit going on, you know what I'm saying, which I happen to be, you know what I'm saying, which I happen to, you know what I'm saying, it could be perceived a victim of, you know what I'm saying, by the statements of the chronicles and by the way that the chronicles is set up, you know what I'm saying. You know, you have victims of these particular selfish moves, you know what I'm saying, and a damn fool chronicle could be a victim speaking. You know what I'm saying? A victim realizing that he possibly could be victimized. Put it that way. You know, so I don't put the onus on me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that's that hoe over there. That's that thought, which is an odd word too. But anyway, we pause on that. But we'll come back. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes, so when you listen to Trump, or when you remember these days and you go back and you say, man, so they were trying to say my daddy was Trump. You know what I'm saying? When that whole thing was going on. And a lot of the entertainers, you know what I'm saying, that was preaching Hillary and was talking about Trump gonna send us back to Africa and all that, which at the time I was deep into, the African studies, and the African thing was the hot topic that I was on at a particular time, and everybody talking about Trump gonna send them back to Africa and all this old kind of stuff. So they'd rather choose Hillary, and that's because they got a lot of dirt up under their nail. Hillary got the same dirt up under her nail. You understand what I'm saying? Trump values may condemn them brothers. You know what I'm saying? It may be the turn of the tide, so to speak. So, and here you are, sitting here with all this. And like I say, man, do not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? When I say negativity, you do get a little negativity. You know what I'm saying? At times, but any time, I'm gonna try to explain something to you, man. If you still here, right? And maybe I'll do this another time, but I'm gonna try to do it right now, man. Imagine if you walked out your front door, right, and your neighbor that live, pretty close by, y'all see each other pretty often, got on the same colors you got on. You know what I'm saying? Black pants, gray shirt. Like, oh, that's wild. You come back out tomorrow, you got on lime green, sky blue. Neighbor come out, got lime green, sky blue on. You know what I'm saying? Next day, you come out, you got on, your 95 Jordan. You got the black and red. Your neighbor come out, got the white, black, and red 95 Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all starting to catch on. Both of y'all shake each other's hand. Be like, oh, man, great minds think alike, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, the hot song on the radio is me and my clique wearing the same thing. Me and my clique ripping the same thing. Me and my clique wearing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the new jam on the radio. So you come outside one day, man. Now 5 neighbors got on gray pants, gray shirt, black pants. Some of them even got the exact shirt. Some of them got the exact pants. You're like, hey, man, that song jamming hard today, nigga. I was hearing that bitch. Nigga, I was out there on the block drinking with a couple of my neighbors. We had a good time. Man, that's my jam now. You know what I'm saying? And it started happening pretty often. You know what I'm saying? And you start hearing, man, they say people that's dressed alike are less likely to have bad luck. All of them are symbiotic. It's kind of like a black cat crossing the road. You're just looking at different news sectors. You hear different things that's kind of jinxing the coincidences that you've been dealing with. Right? You got to remember this, you going outside and you seeing everybody dressed like you, and you feeling kind of, first you ain't really feeling weird about it because what's the odds of a motherfucker having a camera in my house and watching me? You know what I'm saying? And just getting together and mocking me. I mean, what's the odds of that? You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really. And it started happening so much. You start seeing people. People start to feel a little shadier than usual. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts to feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to look for a place where you can just hang out and chill. But everywhere that you go, everywhere that you look, everything that you see, you know what I'm saying, happens to have a lot in coincidence. I mean, now the coincidence is over. Now it's pretty much like, okay, bitch, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna live our life. So you just be miserable. And you like, well, what kind of logic is that, bitch? You fucking with me like 24 hours a day. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of logic is that, my nigga? What? Bitch, you in my way. Like, no, nigga, I'm chilling. So, unfortunately, this beer getting good, man. I don't feel like walking all the way down that path. So, I'm just hoping that hoping that you can get a little bit of enlightenment out of it. It took me 45 minutes just to say that. And it didn't have the impact. Well, none of it has the impact. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, man, it got impact to me, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? For the next few days, what I need to ponder on is something to try my luck in. I went at the writing a book. It turned out being a failed attempt. You know, like I said, man, sometimes you had that fire and that momentum and you act on it. And I know it was going to be a hell of an experience. You know what I'm saying? For the uninformed person, I put that book in their hand. I know it was going to, you know, ignite something in them that make them want to get up early and go to school the next day, or get up early and go to work. You know what I'm saying? Get that check and put $1 or $2 back. You know what I'm saying? It was going to stimulate some motherfuckers. But the problem is, man, is momentum. You know what I'm saying? And when the momentum is gone, and like I say, man, the evil that I was dealing with, the negative energy, started coming out big time while I was writing that book. I remember it was even some motherfucking video where nigga was shooting books, shooting Bibles and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was it might have been before. I can't remember when was when. I think I started writing the book January the 1st. I started back. Now I actually started writing the book in like 06. But maybe even 04. I came up with the concept in 04 and actually started putting pen and pad. I believe I did it once in 04 and once again in 06. I was a little bit more serious about it. But, you know, I was working my ass. I was working 2 jobs. And like I say, man, when the momentum hit, what ended up happening, I let them get in my head again. I let the evil spirits get in my head once again. But this time it wasn't really in the form of evil spirits. It was just, man, I started running across Amos Wilson, you know what I'm saying? Dick Gregory, Professor Griff. And it was a lot more people than that, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you. But when I started listening to people that was way more hardcore on the subjects, and they were more specific about times and date, it got in my head. Because at the time I wanted to write it, I had in my mind, it's like I had in mind something really simple and to the point. You know what I'm saying? It's like partner to partner. You know what I'm saying? Peer to peer, like a long ass tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like a long ass tweet going viral. You know what I'm saying? You know, the hip hop meeting, you know, the Willie Lynch letter, you know, something real practical. And but I kept letting different stuff get into my head and kind of scared me out of the task. There was so many people more qualified, and I don't know why I ended up competing with them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sticking to what I had in mind. I would love to revisit the book, but I have to feel the fire. I have to feel the motivation. At the time, I'm really not motivated. I have learned so much. My outlook is somewhat the same, but it has changed so much. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much still the same, but I don't know, man. It's like it would probably be more hardcore. I might be more qualified. Maybe I need to go back and visit the book. You know, I tried to write my daughter a letter. I tried to write, you know, my daughter a letter the other day, and it didn't go so well. So, you know, maybe that's another path. You know, maybe that's another thing to complain about. But I don't know. But anyway, I go back to the book. Screwed myself out of that. So I forgot where I was at, man. You know, so much going on that and so much, man, that I have improved on, that I feel like is just you know, just, you know, whoever run all this shit's way of I guess just blocking, man. You know, because you get to a point where you like, man, I don't know how far I can get. Now I will say this, man, I hadn't missed a meal. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't want to jinx, but like I say, man. So when I speak on the negativity, I'm gonna get all these subjects. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? It's not it doesn't feel as sinister. Now I know people could go in, got free range to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? But so sometimes, man, we use words that that don't fully lend itself to uh, 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 interpretation. So, but yeah, I'm getting loaded, man. So I'm gonna get up off here, man. I can tell I'm drifting to another place right now. So I'm gonna get up off here, man. Damn fool out.